Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here, and we have some new content coming to Warcraft Rumble next week because today Blizzard announced the new upcoming Alliance mini, Priestess. Well, I didn't quite see this coming. I didn't expect that they would give us more healers because healing can be a little bit controversial and it can be very, very powerful, but they are giving us a new healer. Priestess is going to be a new Alliance healer. I did expect them to reuse assets because they have quite a few models in the game that are not playable minis yet, and Priestess model obviously is already in the game, although Priestess healer skill set is not yet in the game. But the model itself is already there. So, okay, they're reusing the Priestess model, they're giving us the Priestess mini. There's going to be an event for the Priestess mini. It's going to start on Wednesday, February 26th, and it's going to run until March 11th, so a 2-week event. Priestess mini itself, 2 gold, so cycle mini, healer elemental cycle, 300 health, so that's the same amount of health that a witch doctor has, and quite a jump upwards compared to what 2 gold minis usually had, so very sturdy 2 gold mini. Deals 50 damage per shot, but we don't have the attack speed. 200 healing on a 6-second cooldown. I don't know what that healing refers to exactly though, because the Priestess has 2 healing abilities. 8 range, medium speed. There's a single target greater heal, and then there's a heal over time cast in Renew, also single target but heal over time on that target. That can be active on around 3 allies at a time according to the blog post. So, alright, we don't have a very clear idea of what all these capabilities are yet, but pretty sturdy cycle healer. Like all minis, Priestess will have 3 talents. There's going to be Powered Shield. Periodically apply a shield to an ally absorbing all damage for 2 seconds. But of course, because in Warcraft Rumble you can't control the timings that your minis use their abilities, so you won't be able to time this precisely to use like a cheat death, for example. Then there's going to be Empowered Renew. Casting Renew on an ally also heals them for 10% of their total health instantly. Well, if we have an Abomination with 3400 health, then that's 340 health from the instant cast. Like, that's more health than the Priestess has overall. But obviously, if it's cast on a Priestess, then it's 30. So, really depends on what kind of setup you're able to get with that one, and how often Priestess is going to cast Renew. Then the Spirit of Redemption. On death, summon a Spirit of Redemption who heals nearby allies for 5 seconds. So all of them heavily World of Warcraft inspired, of course. Empowered Renew, if you can set it up so that it goes on tanks very often, then that can do a lot. Like, can tanks have multiple renews on them? Will multiple Priestesses cast Renew on your Abomination, for example, or your Swole Troll, healing for 300, 340? Interesting. But the blog post leaves much to be desired. The blog post this time explicitly states that anything can also change. Yeah, chaos, embrace the chaos, Rumble. And damage per second, we don't know. Renew healing per second, we don't know. Renew duration, we don't know. How much overall is Priestess able to heal compared to Malfurion, compared to Shaman, compared to Tyrion, compared to Scenarios, we don't know. Powered Shield, cooldown, how often is it cast, we don't know. Availability on the grid, we don't know. I think there's probably a seasonal mini, right? So it comes on the, but we just don't know. So there's tons of unknowns at this point. However, Priestess has the potential to be very strong because it is a 2-cost mini with 300 health. So cycle mini, that's quite sturdy, like Witch Doctor, that's very promising. And healing can be a very powerful mechanic. It has never been available at such a low cost. I mean, every healer in the game currently costs 4 or 5. Now there's going to be a healer that costs only 2, so you can cycle to your healers much more effectively, and you can support your tanks much better. That can really make deathball strategies much stronger. But we'll see what it looks like when Priestess is actually in the game files, and also when we can finally test it and see how does that healing truly line up with the other alternatives. Also, you may remember that on Monday, Blizzard released a teaser that showed us Tyrion getting encased in a block of ice, remember? That stuff you're teasing us about new content? Well, that's not Priestess. That's not what Priestess does. So, we know that Priestess is coming. I mean, new mini, okay, it's nice, but the game really needs something more. Thanks to the teaser, we also know that something else is coming. I just don't know when they're going to follow up on this teaser. But while waiting for that, well, Priestess okay. That's nice. Looks like it could be strong, maybe, although we don't know so many things about it and every number can change, so we don't really know much. Except that a sturdy cycle healer is coming. And that's interesting, but not as interesting as the Tyrion in a block of ice. Thank you for watching. Click like and subscribe if you enjoyed this, and a special thanks to all of my Patreon supporters, YouTube members and Twitch subscribers who make all of these videos possible.